Okay.
Jonathan, congratulations on yet another Pro Bowl. I know that you always put team accomplishments above your own, but how excited are you to yet again get that nod, especially to have Quentin Nelson alongside you?
I mean, it's just exciting to know that the fans they enjoy the product that you put on the field each and every single week. Obviously, as players, we want to win as many games as possible. We want to be looked amongst our peers as one of the best. You get into all pros and things like that. But I think this is just more of a nod to the fans to say, hey, they enjoy watching you and the work that you've been putting in the offseason, that they like what they see.
Seeing the strides this offense was able to take between week 1 with Phillip and week 2 with Phillip, what do you see as being possible? What can you further do this week going up against Jacksonville?
It's just more bank reps. I mean, obviously, just knocking the rust off of things. Phillip, I mean, obviously he was able to adapt really quickly, but just new faces, new guys, couple of new calls. So just being able to build upon the previous weeks, and I think we've been able to do so, especially just the level that Phil is at. I mean, he's able to improve each and every single day. So I do think this will be another step forward this week.
Does it feel like he can see the matrix a little bit with the way he picks up what defenses are trying to do?
Well, I mean, it's really just that he's probably seen it before, so it's probably not even a matrix. He's just, I've seen this a couple years ago, and he'll probably tell you the exact game, the drive, the actual down it was. So he's seen a lot of ball, so it's not much you can throw at him at all.
There is a possibility you all could be eliminated before you take the field Sunday. How do you compartmentalize that part of it as you prepare for another game?
You still got to prepare each and every single week, and we understand that there could be a possibility, but regardless, whichever way it falls, we already know that we signed up for 17 of them, and you take pride in that. You take pride, and you're grateful for every opportunity that you have to go step out on that field, and you want to go and play your best ball and show that you're one of the best. You want to go improve it each and every single week. So regardless of what happens this week, we understand that we have 2 more opportunities to go out there and perform and play the game we love.
On the flip side of that, though, you do have possibility of getting in. So what is the mindset, knowing that, hey, if you get some help on Saturday, you guys, it's kind of on you to get those 2 wins, you're in.
Exactly. Like you mentioned, it's not over until it's over. And for us, the only way that any of those scenarios where we are in come to life is if we handle business. So we understand no matter what, we have to prepare each and every single week to go and win this football game. I think Phillip mentioned it the other day, is we just got to prepare to win a football game, and then the next week we'll prepare to win another football game. But it starts this week in Jacksonville, here with Jacksonville.
JT, we'll see what happens, but whatever the results are here in the next couple of weeks, this season has been a very strange season, right? I mean, 7-1 to where you are now. How do you put that in context? I mean, what is the identity of this team, do you feel like, given what's happening?
Like you mentioned, definitely a weird season. And for us, the start that we had, we understood that it was still going to take one game at a time. And you just have to find a way to stop that snowball, to stop that slide. How can you catch yourself? How can you pull yourself up? No one's coming to save you. So for us, understanding you're going to face adversity. I mean, obviously, first couple weeks, there's no punts. Everyone's feeling good. But in this game, you're going to face adversity. You're going to get curveballs. And those teams that find a way to overcome, those are the gritty teams. Those are the teams that fight, scratch, and claw until that clock strikes 0. They do everything they can to score one more point than that opponent. Those are the teams that end up making it out on the other side.
How important is or how special is Christmas for you and your family? I know you have a big appreciation for Thanksgiving, but what about Christmas?
Christmas is amazing. Obviously, the camaraderie, the family atmosphere here, but we obviously already know that the main reason for this season is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But just to be able to share that moment with a team is something special. You have that moment with your family, but to share that with other believers on the team, it's actually pretty special. So I'm very thankful and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here with these guys and share this moment. And we'll do that in the midst of preparing to win a game.
As far as defensively, what is the mindset after what happened last week against your game last week against the 49ers? Mm-hmm. A lot different what we saw against Seattle. Take me through this and just what's your approach going into this game in such a critical game after the tough start you guys had last week?
Yeah, we just got to fix our mistakes and execute when we get on that field. We knew that game we didn't play like ourselves, and really it's a matter of getting back to being ourselves and functioning as a defense that's playing 11 players playing as one defense and one group that's playing together. I feel like we didn't play team defense, and each one of us made a mistake that ended up costing a lot more points than we would like to give up, and that's something that each one of us has to look into ourselves and how much better can I prepare during the week, how much better can I play, communicate, and really every little thing we have to lock in on that.
What can you use as a benefit in that you guys played Jacksonville just so recently and you know how they attacked you and how effective they were able to be against you down there?
Yeah, playing division opponents, the game is going to be straightforward. They've seen us, we've seen them, so it's going to be more of a win your one-on-one matchup, just beat the guy in front of you, but also play clean, and whoever executes better is going to be the winner of that day.
Yeah. Do you sense, just being around not just yourself, but guys around you that like, hey, we can't let what happened last week take place this week? Is there a level of frustration or like, hey, like we got to turn this down quickly here with these 2 games to go?
Yeah, there's always a level of frustration losing games, especially the way we lost it last week when the offense did what they had to do and played really well, and defense, we didn't do our job. So we take ownership of that, and the frustration is there only because we're competitors and we want to play perfect and we want to play really well every week. So it's not frustrating in ourselves as far as getting our confidence down. We know that whatever happens, whether win or loss, you have to flush the last week and move on. So I think that's the mindset now of, yeah, we take every lesson that we've had throughout the whole season, through wins and losses, and move on to the next one.
Cam, when you're already operating on a short week coming off of Monday night, then you also have the holiday and you have the magnitude of the game that you do on Sunday. How do you maximize the reps and the time that you guys do have together to get those things fixed?
Yeah, being present wherever we are. Like when we're in meetings today, we obviously, because of Christmas and everything, the short week, having a Monday night game, every hour we're in the building, you have to double it with your focus and your intent and really the intentionality that you put into every single hour you're on the field. So really every time we're out there, we have to have that mindset of we lose a few days this week because of all the circumstances, but that's every team. So our mindset is when we're here, you got to be here, and when you're at home, yeah, be present with your family, but still understand that we have a job to do.
You mentioned family. What is Christmas like for your family, and just what it means to you during this holiday season?
Yeah, first and foremost, celebrating Jesus, just the ultimate gift and reason that Christmas is a thing, and then for us, just spending time with each other, being able to enjoy. It's always unique being during football season, it being in the middle of a work week, but I for sure take that time to be with my family, and everybody travels out here so we can all be together and just enjoy the time that we have and celebrate the Lord and just celebrate the time that we have with each other.
How much additionally special is it for you this year being a dad?
Oh yeah, my first time being a dad, for sure gonna spoil our daughter, and I just can't wait.
Z, coming off of last week, what's the sense of urgency, especially for this defense, for another opportunity to get back out there?
Urgency is obviously extremely high. Definitely not happy in any way about how we played. Again, credit to the Niners for coming and executing their plan, but that wasn't the standard that we hold ourselves to or that we played at it this year. So it's no better feeling than getting back on the field. And looking forward to our opportunity against Jacksonville.
And I know you guys have been, candid too about that last opportunity in Jacksonville wasn't the standard you wanted to play to. When you look back to that game, what are those mistakes that you need to hone in on and fix, given limited time in the building this week?
I just think, just some lapses in the run game, first and foremost. I think overall we were extremely good and extremely efficient, but just one or two that just wasn't like us. And then just executing the fundamentals of our calls. If they're going to beat us, let them beat us because they made a play. Let's not allow them to get the freebies. So I think just for us, being able to play our game. Obviously, the environment will be better at home, not in the rain. So we're looking forward to the chance.
Obviously, you all still have a chance to get into the playoffs, but there's a scenario where you could be out of it before you play Sunday. So will you watch Saturday at all just to see what happens in the Houston game?
To be honest, I watch Houston, one, because we play them next week, and, I watch EJ, to be honest with you. But obviously that's got a bearing on it. I'm kind of more so just, my effort level and how I approach the work doesn't really change based off of that. Obviously, the goal the whole year is obviously to get in the playoffs and, be one of the best teams in the league. So it's definitely be disappointing, but, at that point, I'm looking forward to playing against Jacksonville. So that's what I want to do.
Yeah, you mentioned you're looking forward to playing Jacksonville. After what happened last week, I'm sure you probably want to go out the very next day. That being said, How do you feel defensively as a unit? Just how bad do you want to get out there against Jacksonville on Sunday and prove what we saw last week wasn't a sign of this defense?
No, I definitely, like you said, after a bad performance, you're just looking for the next one. So it's like you're hungry to get back out there. Again, looking forward to going against a familiar opponent. Again, credit to the Niners. I think they, extremely efficient offense. I think they had a great plan, and like I said, they executed it the way they did. So, we're going to go in there with the right mentality. Again, last one at home, and we got to go take care of business.
I know Buck has battled back off of the injury to be out there with you guys. Regardless of, how he's feeling physically, whether it's 100% or not, his presence, how much does this defense just by benefit from having 99 back in there?
Obviously love DeForest and, just true respect for the different things that he's battled back from, this year just to be out there. I think just for me personally, just, watching him put that work in and that grind in, just to be able to have the opportunity to go out there and play for the guys meant a lot. Definitely somebody we lean on and look to. So.
How much do you appreciate Christmas? You got kids. Take me through that. Just how cool is that going to be for you?
Yeah, man. Your kids definitely, keep you grounded. I don't know if my son believes in Santa, though, because, I was like, yeah, you got to get Santa. He said, well, Mom said I could have a dinosaur. I'm like, well, you got to ask Santa. He was kind of like, yeah. I'm like, dang, that's tough. He's 3 years old, so I don't know. We got to be better in the house. So I think I might go all out Santa just to give Santa some love tonight in our house. But no, it's a great time. Always spending time with my family, and definitely need a win for Christmas. That's all I want. All right.